Yo, what is going on, chat? What is going on? We are here, and it is another day with the Mental Athlete Rapid Chess Championship, the Invitational here. Today, we have matchup E, which is Jesse Cry versus Kirin Nasta here, who's a national master. Don't let the rapid rating fool you. What's going on, chat? Hope you're doing well. It is sad news. I mean, I am definitely not feeling good about, obviously, what happened there, guys. So, with the Danya thing. So that was it was just so unexpected. We all seen it. We're all on we just keep we ask for privacy as we're reading it now for Daniel's family during this extremely difficult time. So yeah. In the meantime, hope you're doing well, guys. It's a blessed day, and I hope you're doing a great one. Hope everyone's having a great time today. We are in match E, the next matchup here. I'm actually gonna move some stuff around. We have a scientist coming on earlier or later on, an expert in cognizant and deep science. Let me pull up my. There we go. Make sure everything was live. Okay, so I'm curious. This looks like a Grunfeld from KYLO. So let's see what happens. We had D4, knight F6. Yep, G6, C4, bishop G7, D5. Nice little grunny poo, aka Grunfeld. Knight takes the exchange variation. C5. This is all theory. Castles. Rook D8. E6. Correct. Takes. I think there's a knight D7 line in here, something like that. But E6, C4, takes, and B6. Really nice. He's a Grunfeld player. Playing it quite nice, too, as well. Rook goes over to E8 with some pawn captures, which could be annoying for white. So bishop D3, knight A6, get the knight around maybe to B4. Castles. Knight happen to go to B4. Maybe bishop B1. That's on the board. A little bit of captures. Bishop G4. Interesting move here. Very interesting. Allowing like an F3 or an H3 to happen. Bishop G4. What a move. We'll see what happens next. Yeah, absolutely. K7. I mean, it's crazy. You know, it's really crazy what happens and how fast things can happen. Literally crazy. So F3 hits the bishop, attacking the bishop. Bishop needs to move away, maybe back to D7 or something like that. There's also a check, but bishop back to D7 could be a thing for sure. He went bishop D4 check. King moves away, and maybe bishop D7. There it is. Bishop back to D7. Pieces are nicely developed, so we'll see what happens. I need to get the email for. Actually, I got to get ready to bring the scientists on later. Yeah, that would be here. Zoom link. Okay, got it. Just sent that over. Okay, Elvis, yeah, it's insane. It's all over the internet, guys. It's nothing we can't not talk about. No, it's legit. They wouldn't play with anything about that Benjamin Wright, especially not on the Charlotte Chess Center page. So, condolences to him and his family. And yeah, prayers up for him and his family, guys. For Daniel Nerdisky and his family. As a big rock to the chess world. In memory of Danya, what we will be doing though is, yeah, just keeping good spirits, guys, as much as we can, and keep the focus, keep the chess spirit live through it, and live through him. Live through him. What he would want us to do. you know. What do you want us to do? Can't see there exactly. Yeah, G Flux is crazy, huh? It is. It's crazy. But we're gonna keep it going over here as we have the show to do today. It's definitely not the news you wanted to hear at all. Definitely not the news we wanted to hear at all. My goodness, what a move, boy, Jesse. Sometimes you forget Jesse really is about this life. Like, what a move. Okay, so and the last two moves here are he plays bishop d7, he plays f6 to kick the bishop, then he goes g5 to hit the bishop again. He goes f5, right? So this is Corinne here, actually, which is nice. Or Kieran to play f4. Knight moves back. F4 happens, so Jesse plays it himself. G4 locks everything up. And then rook e5. Look at that move right there. That's a really strong move. With the idea if bishop takes rook, then pawn takes. And he has two very strong connected pass pawns in the center with e6 and d6 type ideas. Really strong stuff here. Really, really strong. Rook goes to f2, which defends the knight here after bishop to c3, which was attacking the knight. This is 10-0, guys. And the first to 2.5 will win the match. It is a 4-game match. First to 2.5 will win. First to 2.5 will win. I'm in shock right now. We all are G-Flux. We literally all are. I mean, even myself here. I still have a job to do today. And throughout the rest of the match. And we have stuff to do still, so it's tough, but we're gonna make it work. We're gonna make it work, and we just keep our heads up. And prayers for the family. H4, which hits the bishop. That's a good move, because now he wants to play bishop e5. That's a strong. Well, hold on. Is there any reaction from Jesse there? Let me make his screen a little bit bigger. That was a very strong move, actually. This camera me. That's a very strong move. And he takes it, but now he can take the rook and get the pawn. But okay, he says I have two bishops. Hey, Carl, coming on kick. He wasn't scheduled to. Oh yeah, yeah. So he's probably gonna talk about what just happened here, and like everybody just condolences and all that other stuff. Yeah, we'll probably do something over here too as well as like a Danya's best games compilation of just like his best games, and he's a good friend of mine. Good friend of mine. Tough. It's very tough. I'm not gonna lie for me right now as well, but we're gonna keep push through, guys. Mental Athlete, the Rapid Chess Championship, the Invitational. Hope you guys have good spirits here and try to keep your heads up as we talk about our product here, Mental Athlete, which is the Mental Athlete Invitational here. There's a lot of matches that are going on, and the first two 2.5 will win the match. It is a 4-game match. First to 2.5 will win each match. We've already had a bunch of matches already if you want to check and see. In fact, we'll actually take a look at this game real quick as it is heating up after bishop takes rook. Takes back, rook takes, he takes, a lot of takes, and we do have the bishops in an open board here, but black has the rooks here, so he's also threatening right now like a rook e1 check in some cases. Some cases obviously this is defended, but could be possible. He's thinking about what does he want to do. Do I want to take this pawn to as well take back like this? So we'll see. Kieran is actually just trying to figure out what does he want to do. He goes with rook f8. He's like, yeah, let's get some rooks off. Maybe we'll play or see a g5. Very possible. I'm sorry and shocked. I have grown so much with Danya. I will not be a good viewer now. By yeah, absolutely. I understand. I definitely understand. Tell someone that you love them. MD Knight. The news is crazy right now. I don't really want to be talking about it a lot on stream here because we have a show to do. But yeah, you'll get the news very soon about what happened. Mr. Claw, thanks for the follow. Yeah, it's all over the internet right now. All over the internet. And prayers and condolences to the family. And everybody keep your head up and tell someone that you love them today. As Sly Latop was saying in chat, tell someone that you love them today, guys. Really. Tell someone you love them. Is Bishop G3 a doable here? Yeah, it actually is. It does hit the rook. It does hit the rook. Absolutely. You inspired me to pick up chess again. Thank you. Hey, let's go, LeVar. Pick it up, man. That's what's up. That's nice. We need good vibes. We need some good energy. We need some pick me up right now because we did get some devastating news right before the stream, actually. Literally, as I'm pushing the button to go stream, we get and I'm getting text messages. I'm seeing the social post immediately, and it's tough, but we're gonna fight through it, and we're gonna talk about mental athlete today. We're gonna stay locked in and stay focused as much as we can right now, regardless of what happened there. Yeah, Green Tea for 2. What's up? What's going on? Hey, MD Knight, check out too as well. Our sponsor, or our partner here, is actually a partner with Mental Athlete. I'm not gonna lie, I use it every day. This is a product that I use every day, twice a day, every 6-hour doses. I take one in the morning, and then I take one usually in the afternoon, around 4 or 5-ish, with my 6-hour window of me taking the product. It's important. Let's go. And you can get what is it? You can get 33% off, basically going from $73 to literally just under $50 with my code JamesC3. So use that. I love that it has sage extra in it. It helps boost my memory and recall things as well. I'm also very calm from the L-theanine that's in it too as well. Very natural ingredients. You can check all the science about it on the site right here. Again, use my code JamesC3 for 33% off. We're going to have an expert today in Cognizant, another ingredient in our product, that will talk a lot about Cognizant today and talk with the players. So after our second game today, after the second game, we're all going to sit and talk with the expert on Cognizant, Danielle, who will help us and walk us through some of the stuff that's in the product. And we'll keep going. Then we'll finish our match out. The first to 2.5 wins the match here. So let's go back to the chess. What happened in the last few moves here? So Rook F8, I thought G5 was a move, and he does. He does not want to let the rooks be traded. So King G7, trying to put the rook on the H file. King H2, rook goes to the H file. G3 defends everything. F4 for pawn takes. Knight F3 hitting the rook, defending H4 at the same time. Rook E3 kind of hits the knight. King G2, Bishop G4. And here we are, live position here. Now this is 10-0, guys. There is no increment. Meaning, if you lose on time, which we saw a lot of this actually in the round that was Alexander Linderman and Lucius Melillo. In that one, Lucius was just lower on time almost every game. And because he was lower on time almost every game, that was his downfall. That's what caused him to kind of lose the match. Even though in games where he was actually quite equal, he was very equal in a lot of in a lot of games. But he was losing on time. So that increment is, greatly important, guys. In fact, let's take a look at the bracket here. Boom, there's the bracket. We got a round of 16 going around right now. And after the round of 16, there's a quarterfinals. And then after the quarterfinals, there's a semifinals. And after the semifinals, there is a final. Yeah, exactly. Here we go. Here's the matchups. If you missed them, there's Luke Hoffman versus Benjamin Bach. This already happened. Bach won that match. Then after this matchup, the one I was just talking about, Lucius Melillo versus Alexander Linderman. Linderman won that matchup. And then in this matchup, this was yesterday, William Gray versus Eric Liu. Eric was able to win that one. And matchup D here, this one was a nail-biter all the way to the last game that ended in a mouse slip for Lafong Hua, who he mouse slipped a drawn ending, and James Sherlock was able to win that one. It's unfortunate, but it does happen. It's part of the game, and James Sherlock moves on. Today's matchup is only one matchup today, which is Kurin Nasta versus Jesse Cry, happening right now. So, okay, back on the board here. Here we go. What's up, Crash Dummy Rich? What's good? Is that legit? It's everywhere. Motive Dust. We are trying to, not talk about it too much here because we do have an event that we're doing right now. But we say, I am saying, is keep his family in prayers, and also stuff like that. Like keep his family and condolences to the family. Keep his family in prayer, 100%. His brother and his mother as well, and his family. And as we all come together, hugs everybody, you know what I mean? And we'll talk more about it later. So, Advaith, what's up, bro? What's good? Hey, how are you? Motor Dust. Hello, thanks for being in the stream and understanding. What's the best mental health advice? Is talk to people, and tell someone, as someone said earlier, hey, I'm not going to be a good viewer today because of the news, so tell someone you love them. I'm going to get out of here. I think that was some of the best advice today is literally tell someone you love them, guys. Like literally, one of your best friends, your mom, your family member, someone. Just let them know, you're looking out for them and that you love them, right? You know what, chat? I love you guys, chat. How about that? I love you guys, all of you watching. Bring it in, guys. Bring it in. I love you, okay? There it is. There it is. Superino, what's going on? Yo, what's good? Thanks for the follow. Cape Zappy? How you doing? What's up, Normie? Yo, what's going on? Big hugs, fam. Exactly. Hugs all around, chat. We definitely need it in the time of what's going on right now. Love y'all. Love all of y'all. Exactly, chat. The love is everywhere. The love is in the air. This looks like this is a loss, by the way, for white. Something happened. I saw this sequence happening. He took bishop takes, bishop h3 check. He goes here, bishop f5 check. Now, check again. He goes rook back, and I think, you know, he tried to get out of it, but doesn't this just win material after rook takes? Oh, there's bishop e5. But he's still up, though. Oh, but then he's calculating this. What a position. This is crazy. No, this is crazy right here. No, this is incredible. Crash Dummy Rich Love. Yeah, you already know. Love. What's going down? What up, Chess Palm Wednesday night? Also in the line. Oh, sheesh. No, I know Jesse ain't calculate all of that. Is Jesse really like that? No, Jesse really is. He did play in the U.S. Championship one year. I remember back in the day. But is he really like that right now? Like, Jesse, hold on, bro. That whole combination is quite ridiculous. Like, with all of this going on, bishop e5, here it is. Bishop takes, rook here. It's happening right now. I mean, is Jesse really like that, bro? Like, Jesse just played an insane combination. I'm not even going to lie. Because you can't move the knight. Maybe you could try to check, or like, maybe he could go here. Yeah, maybe he could go here. He plays b5. Wait, how does that? Oh, I guess he's saying I'm going to like take in something. Oh, shoot, that might work. Takes, push, rook there, push. Oh, he might be too late. Oh, that was strong. Whoa. Who getting there first? Corinne got to move. Kieran has to move. It's 20 seconds. This could be a flag. This could be a flag. Oh, that was a strong move. Rook takes c5. Rook takes c5. Boom. He's going to flag him. He's going to try to flag. Dirty flag coming. Dirty flag. I smell it. I smell the dirty flag. He's going to try to walk the king up like this. Maybe not. He said, not today. Rook c7 hits the knight. Not really, because he's not going to really take this. Maybe walk the king up some more. 9 seconds on the clock. What a game. This is incredible. Oh, that was strong. Rook c5. Oh, my goodness. Oh, it's played. Oh, he's got to try to flag him. He's got to try to flag him. Oh, my goodness. Oh, he's lost. Oh, he's made it somehow. Oh, he got him. He got him. That was crazy. Wow, boys and girls. Oh, he got him. Jesse Cry goes down in the first game. What an incredible game that was. Whoa. Kieran wins. Sip of the water there. Feeling good. Jesse's got to lock in. No, that was crazy. Oh, man, I still got it. No. He lost. He lost. The cameras don't show. You gotta, if you're looking at the board, it'll show you. The cameras are just there. They're gonna stay the same. They don't swap. We don't have all that technology like chess.com does to be able to swap everything around. It's just too much. I got enough screens, but you know, it doesn't work. Odium, thanks for the follow. That was nice. That was nice. And what else is nice, chat, is this whole event bringing you all together here. The Mental Athlete Rapid Chess Championship. This is an invitational. Oh yeah, it's going down here. This product is a product I've been using for a while now. And to be honest, I'm actually quite jealous that I have to share it with you guys. I always say this. Why? Because this works for me. I trade in the foreign exchange market, actually the futures market. I've been very successful in being able to calm my emotions. Not just that, of course, I have strategy and discipline as well, and I study. But also in the chess part, me working on Chessable courses, me working on chess period, becoming a better player, chess boxing, just so much I'm doing. This has really helped me calm my mind, but also sharpen my focus, especially with the Sage Extra that's in it, the Cognizant that helps my brain as well. And all the stuff is natural. You can also see the science behind it. I highly recommend it right here. Boom. Click the link in chat. Read about it. Read the science. Read the studies. Read the studies. Use James C3. Get 33% off of your order. Every one of them, actually, for life. With James C3. Use that, and now we have an invitational. And the players have all been supplied with product as well. They both have taken it, and it seems like Kieran is already working. We asked him, hey, did you use the product? He's like, yeah, I took it. And look at him, you know, win the first game there, locked in. Definitely nice. Definitely nice. Pretty cool. Let's see what happens, though. Still stuff to do. So, Dog Chess says, did you hear the terrible news? Yes, we definitely heard it. We talked about it, and we just want to keep his family in his prayers and keep whatever happened private as well and stuff like that. So, yeah, I mean, I don't think that they would joke about that on the site there, Data. Thanks for the follow, too, as well. Islam. I don't think that they would joke about something so serious like that on the Charlotte Chess Center site. So, we are all coming together to just, prayers for the family, prayer and love in the air right now for the family. For the family. So, it's all over the internet right now. All over the internet. All over the internet. So, condolences to the family. Prayers up as well. Let's get back to the chess, though. Let's see what happened. I'm actually curious in this game. Who just called me? I don't know who that is. So, okay, let's see this. E4, E6. Oh, this is like French. Oh, yeah. Jesse likes a good French defense. Okay, takes bishop c4. Yeah, I'm getting phone calls, like literally people all around. I mean, it's just such a big deal that what happened. I'm getting phone calls. c3, bishop g5 hits the knight. b5 takes. Whoa, shoot! He just allowed him to take like this. Takes. I mean, this is crazy. Like, I would not like to play this from black side. Check. Man, how do you play this? Like, bishop d3. I was a French player for a while, and then I just, I just kept getting cooked. I was like, you know what? Let's do something else. You can definitely get cooked in these games, but it's a cagey opening. Cagey meaning, I mean, black can cook white as well. That's a good move. Oh my goodness, bro. Let me look at Jesse reaction. I'm looking at Jesse's reaction. Maybe he could just king g7 because the queen might be trapped. But the reason why I'm looking at his reaction is because this is a double attack. But I think he can do something like queen e7. That's a hard move to play with knight f5 there too. But the idea here is after it takes bishop b7 traps the queen. Yeah, we give up 2 rooks for the queen here. But here I think black is fine because he does have the queen and 2 bishops. With that, yeah, I think this is a big idea type of thing. So we'll see what happens. You just new to Twitch chat? Nice. Well, welcome, dude. Good to have you. Let me see if Danielle responded to us. Did not get anything from her yet. Let me message the back end. Okay, I'm just texting about, I am actually trying to see if the scientist is able to come on. Or like when, if we're good to go with our expert, not necessarily scientist. With our expert, Danielle, who should be coming on later. All right, let's see what chat's talking about. Yeah, tough chat, right? Yeah, definitely prayers and condolences to the family. Absolutely. It was confirmed this morning. Yeah, we're just trying to figure out, obviously, Charlotte Chess Center did send out a post about we would just like to keep things private, and out of respect to the family and stuff like that. So, but definitely a sad day in the chess world. 100%. Bro, what happened? Guys, okay, number one, stop playing the French defense, okay? I don't know why Stop playing the French defense. I have to tell myself this sometimes too. Is stop playing the French. This is a crazy game, by the way. This is scary. French defense is scary sometimes. Now, there's sometimes French where it's like, oh man, that's why I love to play the French defense. And then sometimes it's like, oh my goodness, this is why you don't play the French defense. So bishop takes e6. What an incredible move. He sacrifices a pawn. Then he sacrificed the bishop for a pawn, so he gets one pawn. Then he gets a second pawn. Then the queen counter sack back, and it takes and it takes and it takes, and then here we are. And oh my goodness, this might be a resignation. Maybe not a resi, but at the same time, if it wasn't for this move, this compensation is good for black. But queen c6 immediately gets some of that back. So after queen here, maybe you go here and just say, you know what, it is what it is. Voila, thanks for the follow. Thanks for the follow. Oh, shoot. Okay, she got the old one. What if black doesn't take back with the queen? Wait, was that? That was just a fact. What if black doesn't take back with the queen? Yeah, the problem here is both of these are attacked too. That was like a big thing. He didn't really have to take though. You're right. Like he didn't have to. But also like there's just a lot of stuff hanging. You know, like look at all this. There's a lot of stuff going on, right? One chess streamer, rest in peace, Donna. Yeah, absolutely. Prayers and condolences to his family for sure, 100%. Yeah, absolutely. Check on your brothers. Check on your brothers. Tell someone you love them today. That's one thing that I think that was a big thing that somebody said in chat. Is tell somebody you love them today, like literally for real. Tell somebody you love them. Hitting both the bishops like this. Now, I gotta send. I just got a message from. Oh yeah, this is the second game. Yeah, we need to be quick here. This goes so fast. I'm even forgetting how fast these games go. I'm gonna send this over to the expert right now on Cognizant, Danielle. Hold on, we got a call coming in. I will take this really quickly. Give me one sec. Sorry guys, I'm back. I was actually talking and I was like, but my mic was muted because I had a phone call. So we are waiting for Danielle to join. I'm actually going to send her the Zoom link right now as we speak. Send her the Zoom link, and then we're going to get started with a few questions, talking about you guys in the product, how'd you feel, etc. Do you feel any effects of the product? And any questions you might have on Cognizant, as she is a Cognizant expert. So I'm sending it right now. We are ready. Okay, Danielle Citrolo is her name. Should be coming in any second now.
Well, while we're waiting for her, I'll say I thought Kieran played great chess. Both games I thought I had a nice position. And then both games he found some tricky sows. He found some
Tricky,
sows.
tricky.
Thank you.
He was very tricky there. He was very tricky. That first game was incredible. I was like, man, Jesse, you forget how strong Jesse is with that bishop e5, bishop takes h8, rook f7, and the knight's trap. Like, what the heck was that?
I was terrified I was gonna flag because I'm not used to like moving. I usually play on mobile, so it was hard to move under time pressure. But yeah.
Yeah, and you can do more pre-moves on desktop too, which I'm a pre-mover. I love pre-mover.
Yeah, but I'm not using a mouse. So
you're not using a mouse. Wow.
No, I ordered a mouse, but it didn't come yet. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah, playing on the trackpad had to be fast. Had to be quick
Yeah.
there. Cool. Yeah. So in the meantime, you guys can we can just wait around. We are waiting for
Yeah,
her. She
chat a
has the
bit.
link, so you can chat a bit. Yeah.
I would say it's definitely not an excuse, but I was deaf at this Naroditsky news, dude. It's crushing me, man. And I
What's
guess no one
the
knows what happened.
what's the
Uh,
news?
Kieran, it's sad to say, but Nerditsky passed away this morning.
You're
It's
kidding me.
it's all over the internet. It's everywhere.
That's terrible. I didn't realize that's like,
It's
oh my God.
devastating. It is. It's devastating. It's
Is there
devastating.
like do we know like
Charlotte Chess
what?
Center posted and said, out of respect of the family, that they just want to keep everything private, which is totally normal and okay with that. As we see,
Yeah.
when people pass away, that happens. So, Charlotte Chess Center, and
Yeah.
people were like, is it real? And I mean, I don't think Charlotte Chess Center would ever post something crazy like that and be not serious about it. So,
Yeah,
that's
that's
what's
true.
going on. Yeah.
Yeah, did this come out like while we were playing or earlier?
Literally, as
Or
soon
what?
as we were starting, actually, I told Jesse, like, hey,
Oh,
Jesse, before you joined the call, it was actually, like, the post happened as you were
oh,
joining
that's
the call,
horrible.
in fact. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, anyways, there's nothing to say about it because no one knows anything, I guess. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
let me ask you, Mr. Conti. Let's switch subjects just for a second. So, you've been taking this drug for a while?
Oh, yeah. I've been taking, in fact, he's called it this drug here. No, it's actually the nootropic is the word that we like to use here. I've been taking it a
Okay,
while. Actually,
nootropic. Yeah.
That's
nootropic. Actually, this is a call from the back end with the sponsors and partners. 1 second. I think this is about Danielle. 1 second.
okay.
Okay, so yeah, she's just having trouble getting in. That was the problem. So I just sent it via text. So see if we can get her in. If not, we will continue. All good, but I think she may be okay. Hey, Mups, I see you in chat. What's going on, chat? 18 Mups, yo, love you, man. Love you too, man. Yeah, tell someone you love them today. Absolutely. Tough day, obviously. Tough day. Okay, I still don't see her. Yeah. So, but real quick, did you guys take the part? Did you feel anything?
Wait,
Well,
what did you say?
Did you feel anything? You feel any sharpness, more alertness, anything like that? Oh, and I'll tell you my experience actually afterwards because I know Jesse asked.
yeah.
What do you say? Oh, this is Jess. I think this maybe Danielle, but she's calling me. So maybe let's see if I can put it towards the microphone. Maybe you'll hear her that way. Hello, Danielle.
Hi, James. How are you?
I am good. I'm just gonna put the phone next to the microphone. Guys, can you
Oh,
hear
okay.
Danielle?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can hear.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Awesome.
Okay.
Sweet. Now
All
I'm going
right.
to move up
Sorry about
Yeah.
this little
the Zoom.
technical issue.
Yeah, no issues. It does happen sometimes. So,
Yeah.
okay, perfect. Well, thanks for joining us today. We have a few questions to talk about.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, yeah, it's awesome. Great to have you with a cognizant expert here. So, one thing we want to first ask you is about cognizant itself. So, for those in the audience who may not be familiar, what exactly is cognizant? And also, let me ask a two-part question. What is your job at Kiowa Hako? Am I saying that correctly?
Kiwahako.
Kiwahako. Wow. Okay. In your experience with nutrition.
Yeah, of course. So I'm a VP of Scientific and Regulatory Affairs for Kiwahako. I've been doing this for 13 years. My background is I'm a registered pharmacist and a doctorate of pharmacy. So I've been working on the various ingredients that we make at Kiwahako, one being cognizant in terms of building the science and helping to educate our customers and consumers on the ingredients that we make at Kiwa.
That is incredible.
And yeah. I could go on, but I'll move on to the more exciting information, which is what Cognizant is.
Yes.
So Cognizant is the brand name for an ingredient called citicoline. And we call it a dietary ingredient. And this ingredient has been researched to support focus, attention, mental energy, and productivity in healthy subjects. And I just want to say that healthy subjects are people that don't have, cognitive issues or anything like that. And just to, kind of make everybody understand, moving the needle and showing benefit healthy brains is not easy. And so having research to support these various benefits with an ingredient, and we've been doing this for 20 years. This ingredient has research over 20 years. So there's a lot of cool science around it that supports it. And it really works by supporting the natural systems in our body in terms of phospholipids, which are the building blocks to our nerve cells, right? That's the outer layer. Cell membrane is filled with phospholipids. And the healthier those cell membranes are by replacing and enhancing the phospholipid system, the better those nerve cells can be at getting nutrition, at communicating using neurotransmitters, which are like chemicals in our body that actually allow our cells to communicate. So that's how it works, but it also works this other way, which is enhancing actual neurotransmitters. I always describe it as like the electricity that runs through wires, right? So that's the electricity that runs through our body's nervous system to communicate. And those neurotransmitters are critical, and having sufficient amounts is important so that we can make, all the movements that we make, but also having those healthy brain cells to support that neurotransmission is critical. And so those are the major ways that it works. But one other cool thing that we're still learning about is we saw increases in ATP levels, which is brain energy, basically. And we don't really know exactly how it's doing this, but we're really intrigued because that's an area that people are really interested in. They like that non-stim energy benefit. So we're exploring that a little bit more.
So here's a big question. We're going to put you on the hot seat here, Danielle. So I hope you're ready, right? Is why can we trust you or KYLO to take Cognizant in our product Mental Athlete?
Well, that's nice. That's a great question because I do know this industry in general, everybody's skeptical and has their opinions. But what's really nice is that I can talk all day about the science, but it's not just me that's looked at the science and vetted it. These studies that I'm talking about or that we have on Cognizant have been peer reviewed. That means scientists in the community have looked at this research, decided that it's high quality research and allowed it to go into publications, right? And then also we've had major regulatory bodies worldwide look at this ingredient and say it has good, valid science, and we will allow it in our country to be used for brain health. So we've been around for 20 years building science that is really solid. We have a lot of experts in the field that have researched this ingredient. So don't just take it from me. Google it, look it up. We have an awesome website. We can be transparent about our science. And I think that that's critical. And the fact that it's been on the market for like 20, 30 years also speaks to the safety. So I'm a pharmacist and safety is important in this area too. And so I would say do your research on your own. And that's what the younger generations are doing anyway.
That's awesome. That's very reassuring. And of course, we do have two chess players with us too as well, but we are not all connected together, so you actually can't hear them questions wise. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to ask you a few more questions here, and then we'll get them back to the match here. So a big one for chess players here is for chess players who have been studying, we study long opening move sequences. How might Cognizant help us with the neural connections?
Well, that's a great question. I mean, I think that I kind of described it and how it works, right? So the neural connections are important for that motor speed, that reaction time, that processing. And when we look at first of all, we know the neurotransmitters are being enhanced to help with that. But we also know from brain imaging studies that the area of the brain that's being enhanced or highlighted from the images is that frontal cortex. It's actually called the anterior cingulate cortex. And that's where the executive functioning, that's where all the decision making and things like that are happening. And that we know from brain images that that's the area of the brain that seems to have the most energetic changes when people take citicoline. So I do think that because of where it works, it's really going to help with those different motor speed, connection, decision making in that chess community.
Beautiful. That's everyone's hype about that one. I'm actually happy about it too. I always take the product myself, so I'm a power user, as I say. I always take my 6 hours in between when I take my product every day. So last question here is, over what time period will I see the most benefits of taking Cognizant, especially with mental athlete?
Yeah, so with mental athlete, I mean, the thing is I believe based on the way it works, we do get, in the pharmacokinetics shows that we see peak benefit in the blood in around 3 to 4 hours.
Okay.
But the studies we have are a little more long-term. However, there are a couple acute studies showing us that we do see brain changes as early as like 2 to 3 hours. Oh. So you do want to take it before. Like, it's not, and there is maybe some immediate, but I would say peak is around 1 to 4 hours, depending on, everybody's a little different, right?
Yeah.
So it is something you don't want to take, like, if you want optimal, time it right.
Time it right. Okay, guys, time it right. Everyone's here. We're all listening. We have it's like we got 100 of us watching the stream, and us on stream too. Myself and the players are all listening to you. So we're all going to take it at the optimal time here, Danielle. We appreciate that.
Yeah, take it couple hours before you want to peak performance.
Okay. Awesome. Thank you so much, Danielle. Can you give us one more thing on basically why Mental Athlete is the greatest product on earth?
I love it. My favorite combination, even before this product was on the market, was theanine and cognizant, and then the sage just is an added bonus. So I think it's an awesome formulation, and I hope you guys all love it because I love it too.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Danielle. We really enjoyed talking to you today. You have a great rest of your day.
You too. Enjoy. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
Bye. All right, guys. Well, that was nice talking with Danielle. It just makes me hype. I was taking a product before you guys had hands on your product. I was getting some of the first samples of it, and I was hyped, and I was kind of mad that you guys had to get some because it's like a cheat code that I'm getting that I have to share with you guys. So at the same time, all good. Okay. Anything you want to say, Jesse and Kieran? Am I saying that right, Kieran? Did I say it right?
It's Kieran.
Kieran. Got it. Okay. Anything you guys want to say before you get back to your games?
Well, let me just ask you, Canty. So how long have you been doing this, bud?
Man, like 4 months. 4 months,
okay.
Maybe more actually. It just feels like more. I'm not even gonna lie. It probably is more actually. Now that I think about it, but probably 4 or 5 months. We talked about a year ago, and they was like, "Yeah, this is what we're working on," and I'm like, "Cool, yeah, I hear that all the time." And then they was like, "All right, product's ready." We're like, "What?" Oh, and then they sent it out. And I used it, and like I trade in the foreign exchange market. I trade futures, so you have to have a lot of your emotions need to be in check, because you can really mess up. And I've done that before, but I've been more calm, and I didn't know this. Yesterday we had a scientist on talking about the calming effects of the L-theanine that's in it, and I was like, that is insane, because I did feel more calm in stressful situations, like high-level chess games I'm playing against like some GM or like some 2800 weighted player. I'm like, you get a little stressed sometimes, but I rarely feel that anymore. I'm more locked in. I'm more focused. I get a lot more done. I'm working on CHESSABLE courses, plural, that I'm knocking out quickly. Wow. I'm able to study chess steel, work on my fitness, boxing. Like I've been able to do more without crashes that I would get from caffeine, and not having to do like the first day we was on. It was like a 6 espresso shot guy that was talking about taking 6 espresso shots in a day. I was like, that's crazy, but people do that, and I don't have to do that, and I don't have that crash from caffeine that I generally would get. So I love the energy, and I love what it's doing for me with the Sage Extra. I read the ingredients, and like I did my chat GPT on the ingredients, and I'm like, this stuff is actually a super pill in a way, or like super tablet. It actually is legit, so I am I'm always people know me for being a fitness guy, taking supplements, and taking care of myself, the mind and body Bobby Fischer type style. So understanding that this stuff really works, and I tried it myself, and I am a power user now of the product. So
and two more quick questions, but
sure.
We'll start. So you feel like you asked us, like, did we feel something? And so when you take it, you feel something right away?
Yeah. Actually, you feel it within 15 minutes for me. I actually felt it within about 15, 20 minutes. But it depends. Like she did say, it was everyone's different. Sometimes it can be hours, sometimes an hour and a half. It depends on what you have activated already. Because I'll take creatine too as well, which is great for the brain. So me already having some stuff, creatine, to help my brain and everything, it just activates faster, I think, for me. But within an hour, I'm like locked in. That's how it goes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to say for myself, like I couldn't tell you today because you told me that Danya news right then. So it was like I'm feeling kind of flustered. You know that feeling, dude?
Sure.
I'm feeling kind of flustered. So I can't gauge myself right now, you know? Like I don't know what there's no like baseline that I'm
Yeah.
moving from or anything like that. You know?
Yeah, and it's gonna take, you got that 6 hour dosage. So after 6 hours from when you took it, take it again, and it just has to get acclimated into your system
Yeah.
for you to actually really start feeling those effects.
So let me ask you one more thing, but so this is a cool tournament and everything, but are we doing this besides just like a cool thing for people to try it out? Are we running metrics on like how well people played compared to before or something like that? Or
That's
what
a
do we
good question. They actually are taking all the video, so I know the back end is going to be taking all the video and running numbers and etc. So I'm sure I'll tell them about that. Like, hey, this is what Jesse said. So that's a good one because they just asked me, hey, can we have the video afterwards? I'm like, oh yeah, absolutely. So they probably will be running some metrics on that. I didn't even think about that, but
Okay.
it's pretty good. Yeah, pretty good
All
stuff.
right.
So. All right, boys. You can get back to your games
Cool.
when you're ready. Of course, you can also take a short break if you want to stand up and do your thing. Totally fine. At the same time.
So this is the last game here, right?
Well, it's actually 4 games. So
4 games.
Yeah,
Okay.
if you win two in a row here, Jesse, we know you are. You was in the U.S. champs one year, so we know you really about that life here. So it could happen. But
I don't know, man. This guy's amazing.
Yeah,
This guy's
Thanks.
amazing. All right, here we go.
All
I'll
right,
rematch
boys.
it.
Good luck.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Games are back live. Let me turn this down a little bit, the desktop. So it's first to 4. Whoever, if Kieran wins, I hope I'm saying his name right. I just keep getting that wrong. But if Kieran wins, or a draw, then he wins the match. So it's first to 2.5. Canty, do you have any info? It's all on Facebook, basically, and Instagram. And the post actually said, I'll read it verbatim, about the privacy of the family, which is totally normal and makes a lot of sense because, like what it says is, we are asking privacy for Daniel's family during this extremely difficult time. So that's the first thing you want to address is making sure that you're there's privacy, right, with that. So this is from and it's nothing from you. It's not a my bad thing. It's definitely of course people want to know. But they're asking for privacy, and absolutely, they that respect should be there, right? And so it's it's all over the internet. So we're all coming together as one, as a chess entity. And someone said it earlier that was saying, "Hey, make sure you tell someone you love them today." And I was like, "Yeah, you're right," And I was saying, "Chat, I love you guys, 100%." Except the guy we had to ban earlier. We still love you, but we had to ban you. But at the same time, tell someone you love them. You know what I mean? Tell someone you love them. So, but at the end of the day, we still had to do the show today, and we had to do this, of course. We would love to maybe even do it another day, but the matches today, we've put things in order. This had to be done today, so we have to still do it. But at the same time, Daniel would still want us to move forward and do things, and still play chess in his honor. So I plan to actually do something around Danya's best games and Danya's best moments in chess, and tell my story about how I really felt about Danya and him being a great friend and to me, and my chess development, and etc. So make sure you keep his family in your prayers, guys. Keep his family in your prayers, in your heart, in your mind. I know his brother and his mother as well. Okay, so this position, let's see what happens. Knight of 6, c5, knight c6, e6. So this is super symmetrical here. A draw will end the match. Draw ends the match. So Kieran here moves on if he draws. Now 94, really strong stuff. I like it. I actually like Jesse's chances because of the strong bishop here. But then he said he want to go to an endgame. If I'm black, yeah, exactly. I'm not even really thinking twice about it. And maybe bishop b7. I'm just trying to trade because this is super equal. He plays b5. He wanted to go the other way. Really strong. Wanted to go the other way. And then maybe put the rooks on c8 and d8. Where it's kind of hard to lose. I'm not even going to lie. I mean, you would, obviously it's possible, but it's harder to lose when you have positions like this where it's you know, pieces are equal, pieces feel good, pieces look good, bishop b7, rook c8, rook d8, and stuff like that as well. So yeah, I think this is going to be a longer game. Obviously, there's no increment here. Jesse moving quickly and using his time very well here, because Jesse, you know, you start with 10 minutes. There is no increment. He has 9:11 on the clock. You know, Kieran being down here on time, but not too much, but also in a position where you don't have to really calculate too much. It's not a sharp position. It's just kind of dull, very equal to say the least. So we're going to see what happens. Jesse actually is in a must-win situation, though. A draw will not do it. He will lose the match. And we are here, if this is your first time here, or you don't know what's going on, this is a Mental Athlete Rapid Chess Championship. Mental Athlete right here is the new product on the market here. You can actually check all the stats and the science behind it, a product that I stand behind, and I love it because of how it makes me feel and how focused I am due to the Sage Extra and now the L-theanine that I know that helps me with the calmness of it. So definitely check it out. You can use James C3 and get 33% off of all of your orders there using my code. Check it out. Read the science, of course, and get locked in, sharpen your mind and your focus. Right, so thanks for the follow, Casano. Yeah, we're all talking about it, but we're, you know, kind of keeping it just very professional. But at the same time, there's a post on Facebook and Instagram by Charlotte Chess Center if you want to kind of, you know, see where the energy is right now with that. How did it happen? There is a privacy thing going on saying, hey, they want privacy. There's nothing that's going to come out. Usually when you see that, you'll never know from what I've seen with that. So it's just going to be private. It's going to be private. And that's what they said in the post on Facebook. You can go read it for yourself through Charlotte Chess Center and Instagram, Charlotte Chess Center as well. If you know, socials are here, you can follow me on Instagram as well. But Charlotte Chess Center on both Facebook and Instagram have posted about it. Hello, Clara. So sad. Absolutely. 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 Yes, taking the chess world by storm here. Not expecting it at all. Yeah, I don't know what was going on there, Clara. But at the same time, we just, again, I was saying before, prayers up for his family. Definitely keeping him in our hearts and our minds and our chess. In our chess. When we play, every time we play a chess game, remember Danya. 100%. 100%. So this is still I mean, it's getting sharper. It's not very boring anymore. I do like the fact that maybe you could do something on this file. There's also maybe some knight h4 ideas, especially if you take on f6, maybe knight h4. It's possible, but I think black has really enough everything under control somehow. Under control. Zilla says, no, what's up? Yeah, what's going on? Yeah, we definitely understand what you mean there. Tough day. In the meantime, we're going to take a look at what's going on in this tournament. That is not the right scene. This is, though. This is the bracket. So the bracket is a round of 16 here at the Mental Athlete Rapid Chess Championship. Round of 16. After that is the quarterfinals. After the quarterfinals, there's the semis. After the semis, there's a final, right? And then, now match A. This has already happened. This was Benjamin Bach versus Luke Hoffman, where Benjamin Bach won the game, or won the match. Next matchup was Alexander Linderman and Lucius Melillo there. Lucius Melillo was playing a great match against Alexander Linderman, but he kept getting low on time as it is no increment. So if you do, you know, you got to use the clock as a piece. I love to say that because you get low on time, but you're winning, or even an even position, you can get flagged. And that kind of happened in his game. Linderman was able to move on to the next part of the bracket, which is the quarterfinals. William Grafe and Eric Liu faced off yesterday. Eric Liu was able to get the best of William Grafe. He advances to the quarters. And then we just had this one yesterday. This was a nail-biter match where Lafong loses by a mouse slip in the final game, which was tough. It was tied 1.5, 1.5, and loses to a mouse slip to James Sherlov, who actually advances to the quarterfinals. Boom. Today's matchup is Kieran Nasta versus Jesse Cry. Kieran is half a point away. National master, by the way. Totally underrated. And facing Grandmaster Jesse Cry of the Chess Dojo, who is half a point away from being eliminated. Jesse Cry, that is. So he needs to get on the board right now with a win in a must-win situation. Back to the games. Here we go. Here we go. Pull up chat again. Okay. Yeah, well, I would go and check. Hey, Lornetti. Yeah, I know it's tough right now, right? Go Palong. Thanks for the follow. Yeah, I would go check the Charlotte Chess Center Facebook and Instagram so you can read the posts that they sent here or that they put out about the privacy for the family. and condolences and prayers. That's all we can do right now. That's all we can do. Thank you, Lornetti, for that. But I highly recommend go read the post from Charlotte Chess Center that's on Instagram and Facebook. We're going to start directing more traffic to that because we all know, so it's tough. Ryan AP says, love you, brother. Love you too, bro. Love you too. What's up, Ryan? I hope you're doing well, man. I just had a daughter too as well, bro, so you know. So, yeah, guys, someone said this before leaving the stream earlier. They were saying, hey, you know, I can't be a great viewer today. Tell someone you love them. I'll be back later type of thing. And I think that is sort of the whole energy for today is literally tell someone you love them. And, in fact, as I was saying, I love all of you guys in chat. I love all of you. And make sure you tell someone you love them today. We are already talking to each other. Love you, brother. Ryan AP, man. What's up, dude? Love you, bro. Hope all is well. Where'd the piece go? Wait, there's a piece. What? What? Did he drop a piece? Oh, no. Okay. There's an extra bishop over here. I was like, wait, what? What's up? What's going on? Soulman 7. What's going on, bro? This is a strong check, but it can be blocked by the bishop. That's a very strong check. It's a very weird check, too, by the way. It's a weird one, because king here, obviously, you use the rook, and rook d8, you lose this bishop. So you would have to block with this bishop. It's weird. Not necessarily terrible, but it's weird. Very, very weird. Crying in the corner, Canty. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, all hugs and prayers, guys. Hugs everywhere. You know, everybody hugs and just hold on to that hug. Just hold on there, guys. Everybody bring it in. Everybody bring it in. And this is what you have to do in these type of times. You got to stay together. We got to stick together. We got to stay together, and we got to love each other. Feels like a punch in the gut. Absolutely. Franco World, thanks for the follow. Bishop F7. I saw this move coming. MD, night, gifting to Ryan. Yeah, Ryan will be here in a minute, bro. Good to see you, bro. Rook F8 or Rook H8, one or the other. Death at Midnight, thanks for the follow. Jesse really pressuring here. This could really go to the wire, guys. Jesse needs to win 2 games in a row, or this is over. This is over. This is over. Soulman 7 in the building as well. What's going on, chat? Hope everybody can breathe, you know, and just love each other today. I need some love from everyone today. We all need to love each other. Yeah, it does not, you know, Raj. It definitely doesn't. I was shocked. It actually, you know, I got the message right before I went live, and I was like, geez, man, like, right before I went live here, I got the message. And it was tough because we still have a show to do, and we have people today that were, you know they have rounds and there's stuff to do still, and you know you just don't want to do anything when you hear no's like that. But we still had to do it today, and we have to power through. Franco World, what's up? What's going on? Literally, as I'm clicking stream, I get the news, and then it's all over the internet. I'm getting texts, I'm getting calls and calls and calls and stuff like that. So. Yeah, I don't know what was happening with his last stream there. I wasn't able to watch it. We don't really know, but we can go to Facebook and Instagram, and Facebook and Instagram from Charlotte Chess Center. You can go over there, bro. I think Jesse is really pressuring him with these pieces here. You know, is this a hanging pawn now? Wait a second. Did F5 just happen? Hold on, let me go back. Okay, I feel like this is hanging. There it is. And let me see. Is there any reaction here? Oh, shoot. Just a resi. Took the pawn. Boom. Out of there. This is the last game. Will Jesse do it? Place your bets, guys. Jesse, one more game. If Jesse's able to win this, Then they go to an Armageddon where they're going to bid for time. Lowest bid will get black pieces, but they get to draw odds. You get less time, but you get draw odds. Right? Less time, draw odds. Let's see what happens. It's already a shock for me, and nobody in the chat. I can't imagine what it's like for you as a fan of his. Canty, my condolences, big guy. Yeah, absolutely. I have to, keep it together here, as I have to still host and still be a part of today's event. 100% feeling it. Blunderman, thanks for the rate. Yeah, I didn't even want to go live when I heard it, but I have to here. And we have to bring this energy together. We have to feel this together, and we do as a chess community. So, yeah, sad news. Absolutely, Blunderman. Absolutely. It is. It's a tough time that it happened. We don't want to hear it at any time, but definitely a tough time right before we're going live. Thanks for the follow, Hazard Jenkins. So all we can do, guys, is just prayer and love, man. Tell somebody you love him today. Pray for his family. And his brother and his mother and all of his friends and family too as well, dude. That's really all we can do here as a community. And live through Danya as he would want us to continue to play chess and then love each other and be good. As Danya was like that kind of player. He was just that kind of guy. If you had a problem with Danya, it was a problem with you, which we knew who had problems with Danya, to be honest, but it was not a him thing. Thanks for the follow, Arctic Bear. What's up, Canty? What's going on, Amuser? If you're new here, guys, we do have an event today, regardless of the bad news, guys. We still have to talk about today. What are we here for today? Number one is we're here to let's just love each other, guys. Really put the love in the air there, especially with the bad news that happened. Secondly, is we are here for a big event called the Mental Athlete Rapid Chess Championship. Is what you're watching right now. Jesse Cry is in a must-win situation right now, where if he wins this game, then he will force an Armageddon. In the Armageddon, was Queen H2 playable? Hold on here, because Meister Flex. I had to laugh at that one. You mean right here, dog? Do you mean this move gives Meister Flex a lot? Are you saying put your queen and pick it up and put it right here on the H2 square? Is this what you're saying? Are you saying put your queen on this square right here next to H1? In front of H1, next to G2, on the H2 square, behind the H3 pawn. Is this what you're saying, Gizmeister? I just need to make sure that we're on the same page here. He says my fault. Oh! My leg! Okay, makes sense. Okay. We just want to make sure we was all on the same page there. Okay, so, yes, it was not hit. So this is why he went back. Yeah, he went back. Here. Yeah, absolutely. We all need to work on our game here. Absolutely. We all need a little bit of work and a little bit of love. It's all good. Tactics to my eyes bleed. Exactly. Gives Meister Flex a lot. Exactly. So we are here again, guys, for the Mental Athlete Rapid Chess Championship is what this is called here. A product that I have lots of bottles of. And all of the players, every player, I'm going to show you the matchup cards if you missed them and see who played already. We're on match. Is this E or D? I think this is match E. This is match E. So we've had already a bunch of matches already. All of the players are supplied with product and are able to use it too as well. It really is some of the coolest stuff I've ever used. It gives me a mental focus and a sharpness I've never had before. And I definitely credit lots of my success in this day and time to being able to just take care of my body and my brain health. A lot of people don't even take care of their brain health or even care or know what it is. And you can take care of your brain and your brain health with products like Cognizant and Sage Extra, and also L-theanine, which is inside of our products here as well. I highly recommend it. It's a cheat code in a way is what I like to say. Here it is. Use my code JamesC3 and get 33% off when you go to mentalathlete.gg/GMCanty. All the players were supplied with product too as well, and they were able to use it for the match or whenever they like, to be honest. No caffeine, no crashes, just clean cognitive fuel is all it is, guys. Now, let's take a look at the matchups as this game is still going on. Must win for Jesse. Here's actually the bracket. Bracket here, we're still in a round of 16. Once we get through, we got a few more matches of round of 16 where they go into the quarterfinals to see who they're going to face. And then it's the semifinals, and then there's a finals match. Here's the matchups you might have missed, which is Luke Hoffman versus Benjamin Bach. So Benjamin Bach was able to win that. Big Bach, my guy. What's up, Bach? He won, actually. He was able to move on to the quarterfinals. Then the next matchup was Lucius Melillo versus Alexander Linderman. Linderman was able to win that one. And then that match, and now he moves on. William Grafe, he was actually chess boxing on Team USA for chess boxing. Shout out to him. He won a silver medal. I won a gold. Nice in my category or my weight class. William Grafe was in a different weight class. Shout out to him, Team USA. And he played Eric Liu, but Eric Liu was able to get the best of him in that matchup. And the next match was yesterday, a nail-biter match. It was unfortunate that Lafong had to go down in a mouse slip game. He lost the match because of a mouse slip. Worst way to go out. But played very well up until that point. It was a tie match, and James Sherlock moves on to the quarterfinals. Today's match is Kieran Nasta versus Jesse Cry. Kieran is a national master. Don't really pay attention to the rating here. As you see up here, his rating is 2003, which we only see the top of his head right now because he's just super locked in. I don't know where the rest of his head is at, but at the same time, we know he's locked in. And his rating is not 2003. This is just the chess.com ratings. So this is where we are right now. We still got more quarterfinals to do. So let's see what happens. Gizmeister Flex. There it is. I thought that Canty would be rocking the gold medal. Not going to lie. I actually did. I wore it on stream. And then I gave it to my my boxing gym. Like the gym that I box out of. I left it there because, like, you know, it's nice. Like we got a few. It's jiu-jitsu in the gym too as well. It's Landshark MMA. So shout out to Landshark MMA. My boys over there. But usually if we win stuff, we just hang it up in the gym there. So it's nice. So if I would have got a belt, I would have had it there too as well. Because it's just going to sit in my house. And so I might as well put it somewhere. Yeah, bring it. Exactly. We brought a championship home to the home gym. So shout out to Landshark MMA. You can follow them on Instagram. Landshark MMA in Michigan. So they do, we do jiu-jitsu, kickboxing, and boxing. I only do the boxing classes. Sometimes the kickboxing classes, but he does everything. So it's pretty cool. Pretty cool stuff. But back to the chess here. I know there's an exchange sacrifice. This happens a lot in the French, believe it or not, especially in this line in particular, as we had a French Tarrasch variation, I believe, with knight d2. Oh, it actually was by transposition. It was actually a, yeah, it was Tarrasch. There it is. Okay. So it was a Tarrasch variation. This is actually all theory, by the way. All theory. Takes, castles, yeah. All theory, bishop f4. Takes, exchange sacrifice, play h3, kick him away. And Jesse trying to go for the win here. As he literally has to. A draw does not suffice for him. But he's doing well on time. Up 2 minutes. He needs that. That 2-minute time edge is huge when it comes to, you know, no increment. Oh, yeah, absolutely. But he is down in exchange with some compensation. Ooh, shoot. H5 is hanging too. I kind of forgot about this. Really highlighting it now. Ooh, if you can get this going, but... I don't know, queen h4? Ugh, this doesn't feel right. Like, it feels like white is better, especially because of the exchange, the extra exchange. But okay, if you have an extra exchange, you got to be able to use it, right? And yeah, you could go rook c7, but I could just go bishop c6, anchor, and this rook could be a little loose. You can't really hit g7. You know, so, you know, queen d8 could be a thing at some point. I did think this would happen, bishop takes, queen takes. Yeah, same here, Hell Bunny. We all are. We all are, man. We all are. I highly recommend, guys, go to Facebook or Instagram, type in Charlotte Chess Center, and go read their most recent posts so you can kind of see where their head's at, where everybody's head's at, and the respects, how to pay respects to the family, and etc. Rook c7 hits the bishop, bishop c6 maybe. I was just talking about this, like, you know, maybe bring the bishop over. He might try to sack back. This is such a strong bishop. Wait, rook f3? No, that would be draw-like. Look at that, MD Knight. Look at you on the same page. He said too soon. Yeah, I was thinking that too. Rook f3, but I mean, it's draw-like because he can just kind of sack it. Queen g3. Now, oh, but that's mate. Yeah, don't blunder mate 1, boys. Just don't blunder mate 1. Walkira, thanks for the follow. Thanks for the follow, M1. M1. What happened, Diane? Yeah, it's on the. You can go to Facebook and Instagram to go find out basically what they how to pay your respects the most way. Does Canty know? I was probably I knew before we started the stream, you know, an hour ago. I saw it when they posted it on Instagram and Facebook. So I highly recommend, guys, go over there to Charlotte Chess Center to go check to see what they said so you can pay those respects correctly. Of course, we want to know what happened, but verbatim in the text. It's more about privacy is what the family is respect to the family. They would like privacy about that, which is totally, you have to respect that, guys. It's a tough time. So as one of the viewers said earlier today, definitely, guys, you need to tell someone you love them today. Just tell someone that you love them. There it is, MD Knight. Can we actually, there we go. MD Knight on it. That man be on it. I was just going to say pin that. Yeah. I was going to say pin that so we can just divert more people to click on it. Okay, queen takes, and maybe rook d8. Tell somebody you love them every day. Exactly. I saw something a long time ago that would say, give flowers to people while they're still here. Give them their flowers while they're still here. I never forgot that. Oh, that was strong. That was real good. Jesse's saying that this rook is inactive. Besides sacrificing, this rook has no good squares. Yeah, okay, rook e7, right? You could do that. But this, combination of these with the rook having to be here and a bishop f3 coming, that was incredible. What a move. That was actually really nice by Jesse. Kudo, thanks for the follow. Queen g4 here. That's not bad, actually. It does kind of stop the trade. Pushing could be a little annoying, but maybe we go rook d8 or rook d1, rook d8. Yeah, pushing queen g4 is not bad. Like, it doesn't. It's not bad. There's also a rook f4. Wait a second. Queen g4, push. This is not a real threat yet. Oh, rook f4 is, though. But then there's like a rook g7. This is getting out of hand. Jeez. And then queen takes and like rook. Wait, but no, you can't do that because it's pinned. There's just so much going on. Like, there's a lot. Exactly, because rook f4, right. But then rook f4 is rook g7 is what I was just looking at. But queen g7 you can't take back. So the rook has to be here still. So you don't have to push. After push, you don't have to go rook d1. But if you don't go rook d1, there's a rook f4. So this queen g4 idea, probably, it's just, you're asking for some trouble, it seems. But then again, what does he do? Do you trade or not? And he says yes. And this was a really strong move. I'm not going to lie. Like, this was very good how he played it. And you still could go rook d8. Oh, he wants rook d2, though. That's nice. He wants rook d2. He's like, you know what? I can't allow d2 to happen. Very strong. Rook d8, rook d2, maybe rook d4, king f2, going king here. That's what I meant here. Bishop e4, freeing the rook up, but keeping this pawn, attacking this pawn. He can take this with check and hide to the other side, but he's got to watch out for this stuff. Well, maybe I have bishop g6, though. Yeah, he goes for it. Rook h4, rook check, bishop g6. He's able to block. Black is definitely totally fine here. You can't take this. Oh, he wants this one. He could grab this. Bishop g6. If he moves the king, there's a double, which is super annoying. Not a fan. I also can't move the rook yet. Can't move the rook. Bishop g3, bishop g6, rook g3. Possible. You could go rook e4 here, though. And then king takes and play the trick. Rook g4 check. And if he steps off, then you got rook e2 and push d2. Yeah, ooh, that was a good move. Uh-oh. Dang, he probably should have played a bit. Listen, yeah. Yeah, you got to trade. You don't have a choice. You literally don't have a choice. Wait, maybe you could trick. Do you have anything with. No, you don't. I was looking at this. Rook takes, push. But, I mean, at the very least. Rook here. Yeah, rook g4. Yeah, it makes it very clear. Yeah, bishop g6 was the move if you wanted to stay in the game. Dang. I mean, okay, he still can stay in the game, but the rook is clearly better. He can't even move the king off the back rank. A and B falls. If he retreats the bishop to G6. Yeah, exactly. Because the bishop's hanging. Jesse in the think tank here. Oh, there he is. I was about to say, he's not showing any emotion. He just shook his head. Yeah, he understands. Yeah, bishop G6 was only move. I mean, I didn't like King F8 anyway, though, just because the double. Like, the doubled rooks is, you got, now you playing with mate threats, right? Like all kind of weird stuff. I just didn't want that to happen. I would rather go bishop G6, attack, and like keep it open. But he went with this other idea, King F8, missed this crucial idea, Rook G4, because after Rook takes, King takes bishop. This one seems to be over, boys and girls. I think Jesse is gonna go down, which is a huge upset here. Yes, okay. Kieran is a national master. By the way, that was an incredible move, boys. That was some heat, bro. I mean, okay, it's a cool trick, but it's nice because after King takes, he was pushing the pawn. Was this whole idea? Yeah, that was cool. But yeah, okay. I moved the bishop back somewhere. He goes G6. Now he goes bishop G6. But look at that. I guess he can repeat once, which he does. You want to? Oh, because a draw. Oh, a draw wins the match. You sly dog, you. And a draw wins the match. Big fella. That was nice. Great match. Great match. You guys can talk chess, and then you can leave when you like. Thanks for playing today.
Yeah, thanks for hosting, dude. Yeah, I thought I had a nice game, and then I blundered Rook G4. I should have played.
Oh yeah.
I should have played Bishop G6, and I think I'm better, but who knows what's going wrong, really.
Oh, Bishop G6. Yeah, I mean, is that sack with takes on F3 supposed to be good? I don't know. It was uncomfortable, but maybe knight H5 was wrong. I'm not sure. Like maybe you could go like knight E4 or queen F5 or something. I'm not really sure.
Maybe. I think it was like equalish the whole time. Maybe knight H5 was wrong, but it's thematic.
Yeah.
I wasn't upset with the position.
Yeah, no. I felt a little uncomfortable, but then after I took on H5, I thought maybe after Rook C7 you could go Rook F3, but I don't know how much it actually does. I was just a little concerned. I guess, yeah, I'm not. At the very least,
that's a good point. Rook F3 maybe.
Yeah, I don't know. Because after Rook D7, Rook takes E3, F takes E3. I feel like you're probably winning if you just like get H6 in. But
No, that's a good.
yeah,
one.
and then last game I just got destroyed. I couldn't remember if I was supposed to put my bishop on A7 or E7.
Oh, both those moves are fine. Both those moves are fine.
Okay.
You're fine in all those positions. Yeah.
Yeah. By the way, I'm a big Chess Dojo fan. So
Oh,
I
cool.
just wanted to say,
Cool.
like,
Yeah,
I was watching your FIDE Grand Swiss broadcast, and I played Castillo once in a classical game at the U.S. Open. So
Okay.
yeah,
But
I'm a
are
fan.
in. Where are you located?
I'm from New York City.
Oh, okay. But so the Kiwi thing isn't.
Oh no, I'm not Australian. That was my nickname when I was little, and the Australia flag is just because I like Australia. No, I'm from New York City. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Well, good luck in the next rounds.
Thanks.
And I got my drugs.
Let's go.
I'm not supposed to call them drugs. I'm supposed to call them nootropics. I'm supposed to call them nootropics.
Nootropics. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much. Okay, legal team. Okay, no. All right, guys. Make sure you guys are watching and subscribe and watch Chess Dojo, guys. Always, we got Jesse Cry here from the Chess Dojo. We love those guys over there. So he said Jesse knows how to party. Exactly. We know Jesse knows how to party. We know that.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Thanks, Jesse. Thanks for playing, and congratulations.
Have a good one, guys.
Thanks.
All right, guys. You're good to go. See ya.
All right. Okay. Bye.
All right, guys. That's it for today. Unfortunate. We're gonna actually talk a little bit about product before we get out of here too. Obviously, first things first, guys, is we gotta address what happened just rest in peace to Daniel Naroditsky, guys. Take care of yourself, Canty. Thank you. And take care of yourself, too, as well, guys. I love all of you, sincerely. Love all of you guys. You know, we built a community here from 2018 when I first started streaming to now, guys. So I just want to say, you know, I love all of you guys. And make sure that you tell someone that you love them, too, as well, okay? Definitely love being with you guys. And it's awesome to be a part of the chess community with all of you. So thanks for watching today. We now are into the next bracket coming up. I'm going to show you guys the next matchup, which is tomorrow. I think there's 2 tomorrow. But Mental Athlete Rapid Chess Championship. Here's the invitational, very fun event here. Of course, our new tropics here. Don't call them what Jesse said. Okay, here. So this is the new product. Absolutely. All the players were supplied with it. You can use my, I'm going to put the link in chat right now. You can use Command Mental, and you can get for life 33% off the product, going literally from like $73 to literally just under $50 here, of course. And there's lots of tablets in there, and you take them and it really helps with the Sage Extra, and it helps with the L-theanine, the cognizant, with memory, with focus, with being calm. I mean, it's literally ridiculous how it makes your brain just function on a high level here. You can read all about it and the science too as well behind all of the products right here in my link, mentalathlete.gg/gmcanty. If you're watching on YouTube, thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe, and of course use my code once again, James C3, to get 33% off your order. Let's take a look at where we are right now. The bracket, boom. Quarterfinals is now it's coming up. Round of 16 still going on. Quarterfinals is coming up. Then semis, and then the final. Matchup A: Luke Hoffman versus Benjamin Bach. Benjamin Bach was able to win that one. Lucius Melillo versus Alexander Lindemann. Alexander Lindemann wins that matchup. Next is William Grafe versus Eric Liu. Eric Liu was winning that one. Here we go. Li Feng Hua lost in a mouse slip game in his final game against James Sherlock there. Anything could have happened there, but that mouse slip ended it. James Sherlock moves on. Boom. Today's matchup, Kieran Nasta versus Jesse Cry. Jesse Cry, Grandmaster, and Kieran is a national master, was able to take down Jesse Cry here, 2.5 in the match. So next matchups are, here we go. Look at this. Michael Rowe versus Alice Lee, leading the U.S. women's, or the women's U.S. championship right now. I think she's still leading. I remember checking yesterday, but you know, I'm not sure what happened today or if they even playing today, but I'll go check. But Alice Lee is leading from last time I saw in the women's U.S. championship. She is going to be playing playing with us, you know, and she's going to be playing Michael Rowe. And then I think there's 2 matches tomorrow. So yeah, this is the 5 p.m. match, the later matchup, which is Arjan Gutla versus Caden Trough of the Chess Sharks. Guys, this is going to be fun. Place your bets or do what you like here, and you know, be rooting for who you want. Okay, let's go. Hoping that Alex gets a GM prior to finishing high school. Very possible. Super strong, and of course on a very nice trajectory. So guys, it's been a pleasure being with all of you guys today. Love all of you. Once again, tell someone that you love them, and hugs. Everyone hugs. Bring it in, everybody. Hugs. Just hold and just keep it right there. And condolences out to the families, etc., and stuff like that. So, guys, thanks for being a part of the stream today. Make sure you hit the follow button if you're new. Follow my socials, and I'll see you guys very soon, which will be tomorrow. So, take care of yourself, guys. I'll see you on the next one.